Welcome to all to lecture number 19 of part 1. You can see that one there. Actually, today is Mahashivaratri. It's already midnight now. Some functions are going on nearby. So some faint sound is coming. I think I waited up now. If further I cannot wait. So I started recording now. So that small disturbance, I hope it will not give any adverse effect. Faint sound you can hear. Okay, I'll continue. Okay, see. Already last class we discussed about moment of a force. See, I will tell one more point. When you consider moment of a force, it is always about an axis. But for coplanar force system, it is always moment about an axis passing through a particular point. Or in coplanar force system, instead of writing moment about axis, what you can do? You can tell moment about any point. When you write moment about any point, it is understood that it is moment about an axis passing through that point perpendicular to plane. This I told last time around 10 times. Today once again I told, now onwards I will not tell. So now onwards I will use the word only moment about a point. I will not mention axis till you require that later. When you go to bending moment, etc., then you require. Till that time, I will tell moment about a point. See, first, already told last time, moment of a force about any point is the rotational effect of the force on the body on which it is acting. Now, then I further explained more and more things. Last time go through. Now come to calculation part. First, how to find magnitude of movement. See, force magnitude, 30 kilonewton, 20 kilonewton, 30 newton, 80 newton, like that. Moment, how to find magnitude. So first one thing, there is no space here. First you write by word. See, the magnitude of moment of a force about any point. See, that point I am taking today green color. Only for today, any point is, don't write this way, first write, is the product means what? Multiplication. Product of magnitude of the force and perpendicular distance from that point to line of action of the force. This is the definition. Now, or if you write expression, magnitude of moment of a force about any point equal to magnitude of the force multiplied by perpendicular distance from that point to line of action of force. Now doubt comes in. That point means which point? To make it more clear, see, I write here. That point means, I write here. That point means, last I will tell, that point means the point, see, already I told about any point, the point about which moment is considered. Moment is considered. Now I will not waste time. Further. Consider. Okay. Now 1 minute. Camera check. Sometimes I suddenly forget. Okay. Very much space is there. Lot of space is there. No problem. Okay. Is the camera turned by chance? No. Okay. No problem. This is moment. So therefore, now do one thing. When you find moment in your mind, what should come is, see now, hand. See now, in future, when you find moment, it is always, see here, hand. Once your hand should move, force. It can be this way or any way. Force multiplied by, see the point here, about which you want moment. Suppose I want moment about this point. Force into, from that point to line of action of the force, perpendicular distance. Sufficient. Go through repeatedly and understand. Now, direction of moment. See, this will give magnitude. Direction of moment of a force about any point can be either clockwise or anti-clockwise. In Western countries, they don't call anti-clockwise, they call counter-clockwise. Okay. Either clockwise or anti-clockwise, depending on the direction in which the force has tendency to rotate about that point. See, suppose I take moment about this point. See, this I can't write in the board, nor I can write in the notes. I will write there. See what I did in the class. In the notes also I will write. See, if you want moment about this point, suppose a force applied this way, see, the rotation is clockwise. Or if I hold a point here, if I want moment about this point, apply a force here, see, anti-clockwise. So, force into distance. In now onwards, distance means I won't waste time every day when I tell for moment force into distance, short form. Every class I can't tell perpendicular distance from that point to line of action of the force. So, remember, in future, make a note. In future, in my class or even in the notes also I will write, whenever while finding moment, if I tell the word force multiplied by distance, the distance is lengthy statement. Remember, it should come to your mind. Distance from that point, which point? About which you want moment, to line of action, perpendicular distance from that point, perpendicular distance from that point to line of action of the force. Every class I can't tell it. Okay, now, I told clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now, dimensionally, see, dimension required to decide unit. Basic dimensions are force, length and time, FLT. See, dimensionally, FLT. Force, length and time. See, dimensionally, moment is force, magnitude of the force, F. F means what? Force, into L means linear, distance, F into L. Or example with unit. So this is dimensionally F into L. Force multiplied by distance, or force or unit, when you go to unit, force unit multiplied by distance unit or linear distance. Okay. Or see, kilonewton meter. See, I always put one line here. I am used to it. It is not a minus that way. When you put, see, suppose you write anything, kilonewton meter means it's into. People are knowing it. Some people, they don't use it. Some people, they use it. It is not a kilonewton minus like that. It is a habit. Now I can't change the habit. Kilonewton meter. Some people write kN meter. Or if the force is in kilonewton, distance in meter, kilonewton meter. Not kilonewton, right? Remember, not kilonewton per meter. Per will, when you write moment, per will not come. Right? It is force into distance, or Newton meter. If the force is in Newton, distance in meter, Newton meter. Or if the force in kilonewton, distance in millimeter, kilonewton millimeter. Or Newton millimeter, etc., etc. It's a unit. And now I will give crystal clear idea how to find moment. I will start first for general case, inclined force, then easy case. Consider an inclined force P. See here, inclined force P as shown. Some point given, O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, black color. What is required in the question? Required to find moment of the force P about all these points O1 up to O6. Okay, now, right here. How to find? Start. Class, if you want. O1, O2, O3, they are this side. See, O4 is left side where force is not marked. O5 here. O6 actually, you should make a note, is the point which lies in the line if you extend the force backwards. You should write that one. Okay, start. What is the principle? If you want moment of a force about any point, from that point, draw perpendicular. We will call perpendicular as H in general, H, to line of action of the force. Start. From the point, a big sketch I will write. Now, for the point and perpendicular, I will use green color. See here now. From the point O1, draw perpendicular to H1. From the point O2, draw perpendicular to H2. From the point O3, see, from the point O1, draw perpendicular to H1 to line of action of the force. From the point O2, drop perpendicular H2 to line of action of the force. From the point O3, drop perpendicular H3, I am not getting confused, I am pretending. People will tell, no sir, not possible. Make a note here. Not possible. Not possible. Which one? H3 is not possible because you should know mathematics. You can drop, see what I am writing right now. You can drop perpendicular from any point to any line only and only if that point lies outside the line of action of the force. So if any point lies in the line of action of the force, from a point in a line to that line, you cannot drop perpendicular. So you tell H3 not possible or H3 equal to 0. Same way, O4 is here. What to do? Force stopped here. Extend the force. See, extend the force backwards. H4 perpendicular. O5, H5. O6 from this point to same way, make here. Same way right here. H6 also equal to 0. It is, you won't get a perpendicular from O6 to line of action of the force. Or make a conclusion now, write big letters. Very big letters right here. Big letters. Moment, I am dictating, in the notes I will write. You should write it. Moment of a force about any point which lies in its line of action is force into 0. Therefore, don't calculate 0 over because perpendicular is 0. Sometimes be careful, mistake is there. If the force is here, if you are moment about this point, see, some will tell, sir, this distance. No. If the force lies outside, first check, first you extend the line of action. In case it passes here, for O4, O5 it is not passing, but for O6 it is passing. So you can modify the statement now. What? Moment of a, lastly, or modify it, right here. Moment of a force about any point which either lies in the line of action of the force marked or it lies in the line which will coincide with the line of action of the force if you extend it either backward or forward. Therefore, if a force is acting here, see, this much shown, moment about, see, extend both sides up to wherever you want to extend. Okay. Moment about any point in that line equal to 0. Therefore, without showing any calculation, moment about O3 equal to 0. Moment about O3 0. Moment about O6 also equal to 0. Because you can write a note here. Why? Reason? It is P into H3. H3 is 0. This is P into H6. H6 equal to 0. Now, remaining you have to calculate. Start. Now, new thing. When I will not tell every class, every day, same thing again and again. You should write those things. When you want to moment, till you get fluency, use one pen or pencil. See, I will write once again here. Write big letters. In the notes also I will write. What I will write? That thing told about holding a pen or pencil to decide direction of moment. This is for direction of moment. Take a pen or pencil till you get the grip. See now, about which point you want to moment, hold the pencil. Okay, pencil. Because pen you are writing, hold. Then, let the pencil be, place the pencil perpendicular to line of action of the force. See here. If I want moment about O1, place it perpendicular to line of action of the force. Now, apply the force. See here. Oh, rotating anti-clockwise. See here. Hold it at the point O2, this way. See, this way. If pencil is shorter, what do you do? Imagine, suppose you got only this much pencil. Imagine extended. Okay. Don't go for a big pencil. Suppose imagine your pencil is only this much. So what? See. Clockwise. See. Till you get to practice. Once you get the grip, this is nothing. Slowly you will get fluency. See. Leave it freely. See here. Anti-clockwise. See here. Clockwise. About O6. Hold pencil here. Apply the force here. Oh, see. Now, sometime what happens is, by mistake, see, I will tell you. Imagine a block given. A force of 10 here, a force of 8 here. 8 Newton, 10 Newton. This is, suppose for example, okay, a force of 10 Newton given here. Okay. See, now, suppose there is a force given of 8 Newton here. Both are same distances only. Leave it now. 10 Newton given. This distance is 50 millimeter. We want moment about this point. I will ask in the class, what is the answer? Sir, 0. Why? Because if you want moment about this point, this is the line of action of the force, and from this point to this line of action, you cannot draw perpendicular. Moment of a force about any point which lies in the line of action, if required, extend the line, is always 0. Now, by chance, see, 1 minute, if a force is here, if one force is here, see now, for that force, when you want moment, see here, see, don't hold this way pencil, force is this way, see, to that hold the pencil perpendicular. How is the force, see, for this force, how is the force hold perpendicular? See now. Clockwise. For this force, hold it this way. See. Hold it this way. Anti-clockwise. Yes, you can get it. Now, sometimes what people do is, in a hurry, they will make a mistake. They will write, see, 10 into 50 they will write by mistake. In a hurry. Force 10. Distance how much? 30 to 50. See, in a hurry. Oh, 10 into 50. Okay, let them write 10 into 50. Then they should decide either clockwise or anti-clockwise or sign required. If you take clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative, then you should know plus or minus. Okay, start. See, this force, this all you cannot write in the notes. What you have to do? Make a note. Confusion for direction, and when 0 comes, is explained in the class. Write the timing there. At this time, so in case I got difficulty, I will go through that class once again. That much portion I will go through once again. That is the correct place. Make a note in your notes. Those who are preparing a notes, make a note there. This is the time, 21:00, like that. 00, 21, 18, that time he explained. Okay, see now. Suppose this force, no confusion, see. Fluently people get answer, see now. This force, no confusion. For this force, see, for these two forces, moments are there. About this point I am telling, about point A. By mistake, if you write 10 into 50, I will tell you what happens here. You write 10 into 50. Next, what you require? Plus, minus, or direction required. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. See here, see here. Hey, this is clear. Okay, this one. then you, throughout your life, if you struggle, you cannot decide clockwise, anti-clockwise. Then you come to the conclusion, oh, I am not able to decide clockwise, anti-clockwise because there is no moment. That's why when there is no moment, how you can tell clockwise, anti-clockwise? Make this note. I won't tell once again. In case confusion is there, by mistake where 0 comes, by chance if you use a numerical value for multiplying, by mistake, when you are writing plus minus or clockwise, anti-clockwise, you will get stuck there. You will start thinking, what is happening here? Nothing happening. Moment is 0. You made a mistake. Okay, make a note. Okay, now start. Leave it now. It's not required. Start now. Moment of force P about O1. I won't use, okay, I'll use color once again. See, use full green color. About this point is P will be black color only. 1 minute now. P is black. See, P is the force into. Everywhere P is the force into. P is the force into. P is the force into. Okay, see here. Hold here. Anti-clockwise. P into H1. H1. See, don't tell plus minus. Some students say minus, sir. Why minus? Sir, anti-clockwise. Who told you anti-clockwise is minus and clockwise positive? Till the time comes when we decide sign convention, till that time you consider clockwise, anti-clockwise. Example, suppose you go for your expenses. You start. Today I got morning 1,000 rupees. Okay, income. Oh, afternoon again somebody gave me another 2,000 rupees. Income. Just now to my account, someone who has to give the money, he paid me 5,000. Okay, done. All plus. Okay, total money you got. I don't know how much. I forgot what I told. Okay, write the money, how much. Okay. Then you start your expenditure. No minus now, expenditure. Morning, see, imagine total money you got is 10,000. Imagine 10,000. Now start. Today morning petrol I paid 300 rupees. See, no minus, 300. Then somebody, that shopkeeper, I have to pay him 800 rupees. Okay, I paid 800 rupees for him. Then just now I paid somebody 400 rupees. Now add it into 1,500 rupees. Oh, therefore now I have 10,000 minus 1,500. Now sign will come. Or by chance, further, 10,000 you got, some other account. Morning I paid somebody else 6,000 rupees. And not, or imagine, not I have to pay. I got 10,000 rupees. Now I have to pay somebody 6,000 rupees. And one electric bill, electric bill is there, which is actually 3,000 rupees. Okay. Also, I have to go a long drive, I may require 2,000 rupees for the petrol. Total 11,000. Oh, I have only 10,000. I require 11,000. So now 11,000 minus 10,000. 1,000 rupees is my shortage. So before, now I should first adjust 1,000 rupees. Either I should ask a friend or search the house whether I got extra money or not. So therefore, unless you go for sign convention, or if you totally see plus 10,000 minus, if you combine these two single calculation, you can tell plus 10,000 minus 6,000 minus 3,000 minus 2,000. But when you decide individually, you don't go for sign. Or till we decide sign convention for moment, you never consider plus minus. What you consider? You just write clockwise or anti-clockwise. Therefore, now tell the answer. See here. Anti-clockwise. See. P into H2 clockwise 0, leave it. H4 anti-clockwise. See, your pencil should be perpendicular to the line of action of force. Holding, I will not tell again. This pencil should be perpendicular to the force and holding should be where you want moment. Don't hold here. Where you want, about which point you want moment, hold there. Clockwise, over. Okay, now I will go for an important information for you that you have to remember up to end of my engineering mechanics, strength of materials and structural analysis. I will tell you now. Up to end of the work, 3 subjects, long time is there. By the time you finish all 3 subjects, class number may cross more than 600. Okay, I will upload daily. After some time I will do one thing. I will increase the duration of the time or per day I will upload 2 classes. So that earliest possible, because then I want to continue RCC and steel. Okay, now I write information which you should store in the mind up to end of your education. Now, make a note. What he is going to tell now, we should remember up to end of education. Every class, right, he will not tell. I got better works to do. Go through this, right, what I am telling now, write 10 times. 11th time your choice. So, what I will tell now is, right here, just imagine a random force system. See, 2 horizontal forces, 2 vertical forces, 2 inclined forces. You require moment about O, right here. This O is the point about which moment is required. Start. Fresh sketch. Point O here. See, first. From the point O to P1, drop H1 perpendicular. From the point O to force P2, drop perpendicular H2. From the point O, drop perpendicular H3 to the force P3. From the point O, drop perpendicular H4 to the force P4. From the point O, drop perpendicular H5 to the force P5. From the point O, drop perpendicular H6 to the force P6. Actually, later what you can do is, you can change this to resolve and make what? This inclined force, you can resolve into horizontal vertical component, then easy it becomes. That I will tell you later. Start now. First, I am not writing now, dictating. What all I dictate, write first. Moment of P1 about O. P1 into H1 clockwise. You should write it. Moment of P2 about O. P2 into H2 anti-clockwise. See, both P1, P2 are in the same direction. Still, this P1 produces clockwise about this point, but P2 produces anti-clockwise. Now, when you decide direction of moment, you should not see whether force is right and left. What do you see? Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Once again, see, moment of P1 about O. See, I am not holding finger, pencil. I don't require. Okay, hold pencil. Free. P1 into H1 clockwise. Moment of P2 about O is P2 into H2 anti-clockwise. Moment of force P3 about O is, okay, extend it here. P3 into H3 anti-clockwise. Moment of P4 about O. P4 into H4 clockwise. Moment of P5 about O. P5 into H5. See, finger is here. Your finger should be at the point about which you want moment, right? 100 times. Anti-clockwise. Moment of P6 about O. Finger I am not removing. P6 into H6 with respect to this point, clockwise. Somebody will tell, this you already told, sir, why you are wasting time? No, this is I first told. Now, to remember. Now, remember up to end of education. See, make first one thing, write some note. I am dictating. Write some note. I will sit there and dictate. I will not show my face to you. Only my voice, sufficient. You cannot see me now. Okay, I will dictate. Moment of any force about any point is force magnitude multiplied by perpendicular distance from that point to line of action of the force. You are studying engineering. You should know perpendicular means at 90 degree to line of action of the force. Therefore, somebody in the high school will tell, if the force is horizontal, perpendicular is vertical. If the force is vertical, perpendicular is horizontal. Whereas if the force is inclined, perpendicular also will be inclined. High school student will tell. So remember now, therefore, when the force is horizontal, perpendicular is vertical. When the force is vertical, perpendicular is horizontal. If the force is inclined, perpendicular also is inclined. Inclined means how is that line perpendicular? Or now remember up to end of education, when you find the moment of any force about a point, if the force is vertical, multiply by horizontal distance. Never multiply vertical by, see the nonsense. Vertical into vertical. Where is moment there? See, what is this one? Vertical into vertical. Is it moment? Vertical into horizontal. So, now last note, up to end of education. If the force is vertical, multiplying is, distance is horizontal. If the force is horizontal, multiplying distance is vertical. But if the force is inclined, right, what you can do is better resolve the force into horizontal and vertical component. Then there is no problem. Horizontal component multiply with the vertical distance, vertical component multiply by horizontal distance. Or if you want, you can do one thing, inclined force, maintain inclined, then you have to drop a perpendicular, and that perpendicular you have to find it value, then multiply by that perpendicular to the line of action of the force. Write 10 times or 100 times if you want. So conclude now. 1 minute. Let's say time passed. Oh, it's already more than 30 minutes now. Anyway, I'll stop now because example solve I will give tomorrow, not next class. This is a basic actually. Now onwards, only numericals. Interesting. Okay, therefore, conclusion. If the force is vertical, multiplying is with horizontal. If the force is horizontal, multiplying is with vertical distance. If the force is inclined, option 1, resolve into horizontal and vertical component. In that case, for vertical component, multiply with horizontal distance. For horizontal component, multiply with vertical distance. Or let the inclined force be inclined only. Then from that point, you have to drop a perpendicular using some trigonometry, etc. We will do it tomorrow. Find the perpendicular and then multiply with perpendicular. 100 times write if you want. Somebody will laugh. What 100 times? I won't write once also. Don't write. Sometimes people will tell, why should I write? Don't write. Tomorrow doubt comes, don't blame me. When I teach, I want perfection. See, as I told you, I am telling simple language. Complicated language, if I talk, by this time, half engineering mechanics will be over. We are still struggling in the beginning. Lot classes are there. Therefore, remember all this, go through thoroughly today's class, understand everything, and lastly remember, moment of a force about any point, which either lies in the line of action marked or it lies in the line of action if you extend. Even if it lies in the extension, either front side or back side, even if you extend the line, still if the point lies there, moment equal to 0, over. Thank you. We will meet in the next class, that is class 20, good class. We will go for fully numerical. Very interesting part will be there. Thank you.